Morning, everybody. So I have another dream I want to share about silver. The Lord keeps highlighting silver to me, and honestly, silver was the first particular asset that the Lord had highlighted to me when I began receiving dreams frequently. So I will get into the dream. I want to thank Brandon with Breath of Fire Ministries and his page that he has for lifting up my family in prayer. I want to thank all of y'all for lifting up my family in prayer, for my son Luke. Little man's doing a lot better, and I'm just thankful that God has him in the palm of his hands and he continues to protect my little boy. But thank you for praying for my family. This dream I had for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I've been sitting on it knowing that I needed to get around to it. It's just been busy time for us. And I watched Brandon's video last night, and there were some key factors in his video where he shares a clip from another page. I think it's called Flyover Conservative. And there was somebody speaking on the current state of the COMEX. And they manage a lot of the vaults on these markets for precious metals. So they have a massive supply of various precious metals, silver included. So I'm going to get into the dream, and I hope this blesses you. And remember, guys, this is the dream. This is not financial advice. Seek the Lord in your alone time. Pray. Ask him for clarity on what you should be doing right now in this season of time. So, getting into the dream, I am inside of a Five Below store. And if you are not familiar with Five Below, it is a more expensive version of Dollar General. People recognize it as a bargain hunter's dream. You can find all kinds of things for the $5 to $10 range and below. And it's just an interesting store. So, I was inside of Five Below, and I see various people shopping. I see employees. I'm in there, and I pick up this silver bar, but it was kind of like a ball. And it was really strange because I recognized that this ball had a lot of silver in it, but the amount of silver in it did not accurately represent the price it was being sold for. The ball was also kind of squishy, but yet it was also metallic. So it felt like I was squeezing metal. And at the same time, it felt like a stress ball, kind of like a silicone stress ball. And I see this ball, and I feel guilty in the dream because it's just right there out in the open, and I know it's of great value. And the people in the store aren't even paying attention to it. They don't even realize it has value. They don't even realize there's real silver. They don't even realize the value of silver, let alone the employees. And then I look on the shelves, and if you're familiar, you go into any store, and there's normally items in like plastic, and they have a hole punched through them, and then they hang on these little metal rods on the shelves, and they kind of stack them. So I look at one of those rods, and I just see multiple really large silver bars, like 100-ounce bars, maybe kilo bars, but they looked like 100-ounce bars in the dream. And they were just stacked up, hung on one of those rods. But they were like supernaturally stacked up because they weren't wrapped in plastic, so they weren't being held up, but yet they were, because you could slide them off, and they were 100-ounce bars of silver inside of Five Below. And I'm just so confused in this dream. I see these people, and nobody realizes that the silver is right here in a store of bargains. That is basically the dream. And what I want to get into is, why does the Lord keep highlighting silver to myself, many others, even people who don't have channels who are getting these words on silver? Why does he keep highlighting it? Because we still do not grasp the value of it. We will not grasp the value of it until it's hard to obtain. A key factor about Five Below is their products change regularly. And so when something sells out, often some of these products are discontinued, so they're not sold again at the store. These products come in and they're sold, and they get new products that are bargains and they sell them, and there's not a whole lot of products that stay in that store year round. There are some, but a lot of the store moves around and it looks different very often. And so a key highlight with that, highlighting silver in the dream at 5 below, is silver itself. We know there's a scarcity of it. It's available right now. It's available for a bargain. It's affordable. It's cheap, and it is undervalued. It is overlooked. But when it's finally not available, it won't be cheap. It will reflect its more natural value. And most people who overlooked it will then have the realization, and it will not be as accessible as it is now. Another fact, I shared this dream with a brother, and he further confirmed it with me. The silver ball being squishy, kind of liquid, could mean, yes, silver is liquid, but also a liquidity crisis. And we've been talking about this. This isn't anything new, but it's being further reaffirmed through dreams and words, and that there is about to be a coming liquidity crisis. So why did I share this dream? Why did I tie Brandon's video with it? Well, in his video, and I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video, he shares a clip where they're talking about the comics, and they're saying at the current rate of withdrawals of physical available deliverable silver, it's going to be approximately 5 months. And then at the current rate, their vaults will be empty, and there will be no more physical silver from the comics. And so that 5 months, that 5 that was being highlighted, the 5 below being highlighted in my dream, the liquidity, silver will move value, but the liquidity issue that's going to perhaps have to do with the increase in value of silver. So this is not financial advice, but you should pray. You should seek the Lord on this. And I don't know how much more clear it has to be that God continues to highlight silver to many of us. Get your house in order. For the people who are going to comment, ask me if I know anything about crypto. I mean, the dreams, the words, they're there, guys. Nothing has changed. But God is giving us a roadmap. He is allowing us a strategy. And it's not our job to know which one happens first, or if they all happen at the same time. It's to pray and be prepared and act accordingly to your faith. And you can trust the Lord. Some of you, there are various people who watch this channel. Some of you may not have much wealth. And others of you, you may already be doing okay by the world's standards. But God is all calling us to something. And so that's why this is being highlighted right now, the importance of what you're being called to, the provision God's going to provide, and He's going to provide for all of you who are walking faithfully with the Lord. He's going to take care of you. And so you don't have to stress, oh, is Luna first, is XRP first, is silver first, is whatever the Lord has highlighted. You take it before Him, you apply your faith, you position yourself to some level, and you can trust God to do the heavy lifting. Remain faithful. Be in position. God's going to take care of you. I'm going to leave it with that, but I want to address that silver, it is being highlighted right now. And I hope you guys heed this warning. And that's it for now. Y'all be blessed. Again, thank you for praying for my family. Thank you for praying for my little boy. I'm so thankful. I'm so honored that many of you did that for me and my family, and I pray you are blessed because of it. And that's it. Y'all take care.